Hello, my name is Louis Abbott.
Hi, I'm TJ Lee.
I'm Abbas Sheikh. I'm Charlie Wells.
We are Team StudySync, and we're excited to introduce you to our application.
As busy college students, we often find ourselves in a cycle of taking notes during lectures only to let them gather dust, never to be revisited. We've noticed a significant disconnect between writing notes down on paper and actually studying the subjects they cover. To address this inherent friction in the learning process, we decided to design a tool that not only understands and interprets textual notes for studying, but further enables concrete progress towards studying goals by integrating these study plans into your daily schedule. Our application requires minimal user input and instead leverages generative AI. The output is a comprehensive list of study suggestions broken down into micro sessions and integrated into Google Calendar.
All right, so now I will demonstrate our app in action. So when you first log into our app, you will see a login page, which will ask you to log in with your Google account. It'll tell you to approve our app, and then it opens you to this home page, describes a little bit about what our app does, and then I can go to the main meat of the application, my classes page. So I've already got some pre-filled in classes from my testing data, but let's add a new class. Let's join Psych 101. So I add it, goes to the database, comes back, and now I have a class. So in here, I can input my notes. So I'll input first my notes from lecture 1. And so now I have inputted my notes from lecture 1, and now my notes from lecture 2. So now these 2 classes worth of notes are in our database. And then when I go to the next section, I can generate a study plan based off of my Psych 101 notes. And so now I have all these activities that I can use to study for my next Psych 101 exam. So then we can go on to the next page, which is our scheduling section. And so now that I want to study for Psych 101, I'll say it's a high priority for myself. And I'll say my exam, let's say my exam is this Friday. So I'm going to select that. And throughout the day, I'm usually free, let's say 1 p.m. to, I don't want to work much past 8 p.m. And now I'm going to generate StudySync. And so it may not look like it's doing anything, but if I open my Google Calendar, so once I open my Google Calendar, we'll see that I now have scheduled a whole bunch of activities to study for my exam on Friday. And there we go. That is how you can use StudySync. Thank you.
So let's get a little into the technical design and implementation of our app. Our web app is built using a React frontend and a Python and Flask backend, storing users' notes and study plans in a MongoDB database. Users authenticate using their Google accounts and then input textual notes for their classes into our platform, which are stored in our database. Users can then request a study plan based on their input notes, for which we leverage extensive prompt engineering and OpenAI's GPT API to summarize and find key points in their notes around which to center their study activities. We then developed an algorithm that greedily inserts study events into a user's pre-existing Google Calendar based on these generated study plans, subject to different constraints they can place on their working hours, availability, as well as any priorities they might have for different classes over another.
We believe that this application has massive utility for the student population. Being presented with personal, actionable study advice at the click of a button is a unique opportunity in the age of AI and will make learning that much easier for students. In future work, we want to orient StudySync to become a self-contained note-taking and storage tool, allowing for users to have a streamlined experience from note-taking to study planning to execution.